Welcome. Welcome to Throw the... God damn, bro. You trying to fuck up my intro? This motherfucker. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, yeah, you quiet now. Alright. Welcome to the Throw the Lob podcast. It's your host, ShayGoon. Back in the new year again, and we got some special people in the building. First, I want to shout out to my guy, Big Jaw, holding it down in these fucking cold-ass winter months. Yes, sir. But we got a special guest today. A guy that, honestly, I didn't even know that well up until, like, somewhat recently. We're doing a stand-up show. And honestly, when you're doing a stand-up show, it's kind of like a situation where if you put your name on a list, basically, to go up and you're just thrown to the wolves. Like, straight up there on the stage, you don't know any other comedians. Sometimes the comedians that you meet are nice. Sometimes they're not. This guy was super nice. And I saw him, and I looked at him, I'm like, he's whatever. He's probably half decent. I don't know. Maybe he's trash. I don't know. I saw him go up. I think he went up after me.
Might have been. I can't remember.
Yeah. But anyway, he killed. He did pretty good that night. So I was like, oh, shit. Up and comer. And then, like, mental note. Keep a note for when I get my podcast, and now it's here. I don't even know how to pronounce your last name.
It doesn't matter, man.
Shouts out to Duncan in the motherfucking building. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Bro, it is a pleasure, man. You've been out here doing the shows, man.
I'm glad that you finished that anecdote by saying I killed, instead of just being like, I was at the show, he was super nice.
And just leave it at that shit. Like, honestly. But that's the thing. It's like, sometimes it's hard to tell at open mics. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a mix of sort of people who are good, people who are horrible, and then people whose just jokes don't hit a certain night, you know?
No, yeah.
Because you feel like sometimes you go up and it's just like you do the same shit. Sometimes it just doesn't hit the same night. When I went, were you at both times?
I saw you do two shows. Yeah, you did the same set both times. One time it was like fire, and the other time people were like, "What is this fucking?"
Bro, and I was just doing the same shit, and I was like, because I think I did them like really close together. I think.
Yeah.
And I went up the second time, and it was like same spot, probably the same people, and that's probably why, because like you literally just heard this shit like 2 weeks ago. But I was just up there like, what the fuck changed? Like, what am I wearing? You know, type of shit.
No, a lot of people get fucked up with it too, because you come out and you're like, yo, you try a new joke, and everybody laughs at it, and you're like, oh, that's the new good shit right there.
True. And
then you do it again, and they're like, no, that's no, like, so it just new, people get tricked into thinking their newer shit is better just because everybody's seen all their old shit.
That's so true. Yeah. With you, don't give anything away, but are you doing, it's been a while since I've seen you, are you doing the same thing?
Oh, I try to do as much new stuff as I can, like, and I actually get in trouble for it. From people who are trying to have me do better.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Man, at this point, we're all like experimenting. I feel like you just got to throw that shit to the wall, see what sticks, you know what I mean?
Like I was up last night, I did new shit, and I just ate it. It's terrible.
How, what's your, this is such a podcasty question that I didn't want to ask, but what is your writing process when you write, or you just like freeball?
No, it all just comes to me in like dreams. I do a lot of peyote, and then
really?
No.
What the fuck is a peyote? Bro, Google search that shit, bro. Peyote. That's the first time.
Oh man, you're gonna learn
podcast.
Something. That's good.
I had no idea what that shit is.
It's like acid that you make from cactuses. That might be right up my ass, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
Peyote. Yeah, man. Peyote cookies. There you go.
What the fuck? Bro.
Okay, pretty good.
What is this?
Pretty close.
Is small spineless cactus with psychoactive. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, man. So people down in the lower states and in Mexico and shit, just take a bunch of peyote and chill in the desert and go on a spirit quest.
That's crazy.
But no,
bro.
I just write my jokes like anybody else.
You realize you just probably put a lot of black people on peyote, bro. Like, this is something that we did not know existed. But yeah, so you just brainstorm usually and shit?
Just, yeah, man. Whatever, like something catches in your head and you're like, oh, that's some funny shit. And then you just try to think about it, try to add as much shit to it as you can. I feel
like definitely overwriting is probably a mistake. A lot of people do. I overwrote a shit ton.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, my first time I went up, somebody was like, I can tell you wrote the shit out of that. Yeah. It's like, well, I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
That makes sense. Yeah, it actually, that's the process you would go through. Like, you're supposed to write it out. It's supposed to hit exactly like this. They're supposed to laugh for exactly this long, and then you can get to the next joke. That was my biggest thing was I did a whole story, and my shit was like, if they laughed, I guess I don't know what I was thinking in my head. I guess I had timed it to how long I thought the laughs were gonna be.
Yeah.
So then there's a couple times they're laughing, and I'm like, all right, that was good, but like, motherfucker, you don't need to shut the fuck up. I gotta get to go. I gotta get on my next motherfucking bit.
No, and that takes a long time to get the timing down. And obviously, I've been doing it for like a year and a half. You shouldn't ask me any questions about comedy.
That's
Just
true.
go watch fucking Jerry Seinfeld or something.
Facts. Is that like who is your? I mean,
It's not politically correct to say who my favorite comedian is these days, unfortunately.
Really? Who's your favorite?
Louis C.K.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, Louis C.K. is great though.
Oh, he's a sick
amazing.
comedian, but yeah.
I mean,
I like all kinds of people, though.
you don't know. Oh, you have no idea who Louis C.K. is.
Nah, I just don't.
Yo, you wanna bring your mic somewhat close to your when you speak.
Nah, jeez, my bad.
No, it's all good. Yeah, so he's like huge community. I think with Louis, I'm probably gonna fuck this up, but he started off as more of a writer, or no, maybe he was a comedian, but he was a writer on shows. That's where he got sort of his
I think
name.
he started doing stand-up really early, but then he got into like the business
Writing,
writing and
yeah.
shit like that, which is true for a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
and
you
then
do-
people with different roots.
I mean, I guess like anybody, like if you get a chance to do writing, you probably take it. But if you had the chance to do, let's say, get writing on a good show right away,
Yeah.
or like maybe get like middle tier stand up right away, which avenue would you take?
Middle two stand-up for
Yeah.
sure for me. Yeah, just because I started doing it because I wanted to be performing stuff and doing stuff. Like, I'm not particularly good at the writing part of shit. I just like being on stage in front of
so
people.
So for you, you're not in your head, like let's say stand up, boom, you're selling out shows now. Are you doing stand up to get something else, or stand up is what you want to do?
Nah, stand-up's what I'm doing just because that's because I want to be doing it.
See, yeah, that's a pure stand-up
Yeah.
answer, and that's what people like to hear. If you say anything else, motherfuckers come for your head.
Don't get me wrong. If someone offers me a job writing on a TV show, you won't see me in
Fucking
Ottawa
take that.
anymore. But
Yeah. I think I took a long ass sip from that motherfucker.
You deserve
I think with man, it's fucking hard, bro. I mean, I would take the writing for sure.
yeah.
But I love to do stand up. Honestly, like I think you have to do it a lot. Like right now, I'm like really not doing it, so I got to get back in the flow. But like it's one of those things. Like once you get in it, you really can't stop, or you're not gonna get better.
You
like, you have
gotta
to
do all the
go
fucking time.
so much. How often do you think you go up?
I'm still pretty low on the end of things. Maybe like 3 times a month, maybe
got you.
5 times if I'm
Yeah.
lucky, type thing. But I'm not as much of a grinder as some of these people are.
Yo, some of these people, if you like, and it's also not easy to go up super often because you still got to get booked for it. You know,
Yeah.
you still got to get the spots, and you're fighting everybody who wants to get spots, so it's not super easy. Have you found? And I'm not trying to put you on the hot seat or nothing like that, but in Ottawa, have you found most of the comedy community to be pretty open and welcoming, or not? Because I feel like comedy is one of those things where it's like it's like it's like a club. It's a special club. They don't want to let everybody in, you know?
It's a bit of a like 50-50 type thing where half the gang is like really open and half the gang is more restrictive.
True.
The idea is that like it's also I've been doing it for a year and a half, so I can't really speak to like the trends of the community and shit.
That's true,
because I'm still in the portion where like if you talk to people who've been doing it for a long time, they're like, oh yeah, people start and stop within 2 years and you never hear from them again.
True.
So they don't even bother learning your name until you've been doing it for like
for
a
real?
year.
Damn.
Because they're like,
Yeah.
man, I'm not gonna see this dude. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
true.
Like,
That's
there's
so true.
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Like, fuck, I don't want to learn all these people's names because you probably run through so many open mics.
Oh
and
man,
then,
like crazy.
Yeah.
And like if you see the open mics where people get booked more frequently, like new people, you see a bunch of new names, and then like it filters down, and then there's more people that.
That's
get.
true.
But it's also cliquey. Like there is obviously
there's clicks
that
for
kind
sure.
of shit as well.
Yeah. I think I'm super open. Like me, I totally get the game. Like if you're like that dude where like you're the vet and you know we gotta play by the rules, I'm cool. Like I have no issues with like, you know, paying my dues, doing my time. I don't really care if you like me, but I'm also not like I'm not gonna hate you for like being whatever. For me, like I first started as like an athlete, like basketball, all that shit. So like I understand like it's like freshman like hazing sort of. It's like the same shit kind of, but I think it's just with the clicks, you just want to be careful that you're not performing in front of the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that happens a lot in like this community type
Ottawa,
thing. That's how I was speaking to the thing like new jokes. That problem happens because the people you hear laughing the most are the people who are there every week to watch comedy.
Yeah.
And so they want to hear your new shit. But it's not like if you go to a club or something like that. Yeah. So you can get a real messed up perspective if you're just going up in front of the same people.
You find because you've done Yuck Yucks open mic, right? You find it's a big difference between that one and I don't even know if this is like a big topic for everybody, but I'm curious for this information. You think like Yuck Yucks, the difference between that and sort of these like solo comedy night venues?
Indie shows, yeah,
you find the difference in terms of like the people in the audience and like what jokes kind of work and what. You know what I mean?
There's a big difference. It's for me, it's less the people in the audience than it is just like kind of the venue and the organization of shit. So it's the same with like if you're doing this podcast in your basement, we're going to have a different vibe. Like, we're going to feel different with it. 100%. But if you do it in a studio, you have a setup type thing, people come and they have a different feeling with shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of with the club. It's just like they play music before the show comes up. Everybody's there for a reason. There's staff, all that kind of shit.
True.
So people are just more likely to be engaged in the shit. Yeah. If it's an indie show that's like at a bar, just on a random night,
you see
people are just there to fuck around.
Random shit. Have you been, I feel like...
That's not to say they aren't sick open mic indie shows.
There's great. Yeah. There's some great. And honestly... starting up, it's great just to get the feel of like, is this something you want to even be pursuing?
Yeah.
I feel like pretty early, if you eat shit, like you might not fall in love with the game. You know what I mean? Like you have to have at least one decent one to think like maybe you could do something with it. But I would probably...
I've seen some people who eat shit, and
just keep going.
Oh yeah, of course. And that's in a year and a half, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to you if you're doing that. But I feel like when I look at sort of the list that are coming up, I see similar names for some of them, or like some people that go to the same spots a lot, and it's like, I don't go nearly enough. That's another thing. Do you go a lot when you're not up?
I try my best to. Yeah. It's tough.
It's a thing like you're supposed to do, but like right now I'm just trying to find the time because I feel like I can't just like, obviously I'm going to go to, if I get a spot, I'm going to go to that one, but I want to go to these other ones. It's just like, with the timing and like the scheduling of everything, like even doing this, like this week we're doing 2, so that's like 2 nights gone automatically, and then it's like I got some of the nights I got to spend editing this shit, so it's just like, you know what I mean? Jamil looks tired of shit right now, so it's like he knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But not to segue off of this, but we're gonna take a quick break. I want to check a camera, and then I'm gonna get you to hit a video when we come back. So stay tuned. And we're back after that fake ad read that I just did. Now I gotta edit that shit in, so I'm not actually gonna make that joke. But man, we got some videos, we got some shit to do. And before I even get you to hit on this, Jamil, last week we had EK Visions on the podcast. Talked about a little incident that happened to you, boy. You know, where I was, I fell victim to a catfish, something that I thought, like going into life, I would say I didn't think I would fall for those type of things. I thought I watched enough of the TV show. I'm strong. I'm a good judge of character. My mama raised me right, like and then I wouldn't get caught. I got caught slipping. I'll tell you in like a really brief. It wasn't a crazy catfish. Like I showed up and it was like an 80-year-old dude. It was nothing like too crazy. It was just usually, if it's on social media like Tinder, right?
Yeah, so let's lay a bit of the groundwork here. Don't skate over that.
So was Tinder. She was looking okay. Like she was looking all right. Like I would say my eagerness to date this girl was right about 50%.
50%, okay.
It's like a flip. It's like a flip of the coin. It's like, how am I feeling today? Am I gonna go take her out or search up big busty Latina and call it a night? You know, like I was right on that limit. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let's just fucking do it. It's like 2 seconds from my house. I'm just gonna get ice cream, chill, whatever. So usually, and this is a rule I always abide by, and I'm usually super good with. I usually always get the FaceTime or Snapchat first, just to make sure everything's straight. And then I didn't do that this time. And then I showed up, and she was like relatively same looking. Kind of, in terms of like bodies, like she wasn't like she was like super big or super skinny than her photos, but like I showed up and I get out of the car at this Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
right.
That's Dairy Queen.
This Dairy Queen, and no one was working. Thank God, nobody was working. Holy fuck. I get out the car as Dairy Queen. She's not in there yet. I'm in front, and I'm calling her like a fucking asshole. I'm just on my phone like, where are you? I'm out here. Like, come here. It's me. I'm in the black hat. It's me. Like, that type of shit. That just vulnerable position you don't want to get caught in. And she hops out the car, or like she's like, she answers and she's like, I'm in the car. And she hops out. And then when she like hops out, at first she starts coming towards me. And I'm like, what? Who the fuck is you? And then she gets closer to me, and she had shaved her hair.
Okay.
Like Britney Spears type shit.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Is old pictures a catfish? Does that count as a catfish?
I would say so.
Yeah.
You don't think so? If someone has, they have old pictures on their profile, that's not a catfish? And then you show up and it's like,
it depends how old the photos are and how dry.
yeah.
The shaved head shit, that's...
Nope. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It does. Okay, usually, like, not like me. I don't take that many pictures, even though I just posted a banger on Instagram, man. Go follow me, ShayGoon _ at ShayGoon _ But most people, you don't take pictures all the time. You're not like, unless you're one of these self-obsessed people who take selfies every day, whatever. So, of course, pictures are going to be slightly old. If you cut your hair... And now you could get mistaken as a boy, like one of those. Like you look like, bitch. What, the Tim Hortons soccer kids?
The Tim Hortons soccer kids.
I don't know. That's when I think white boy. I think suburbs. I think like soccer moms and the little Timbit soccer.
Okay, is it a white chick or like a what's up?
This is the thing. Yeah, she was Lebanese.
Lebanese. Okay,
Shit, did I say that last week?
Bald people.
Okay, I'm just like backtracking to see how much of I exposed of this girl or not. I deleted her off everything, so she doesn't have me on anything anymore. So she can't do shit. She can't do shit if she hears this. But she was Lebanese.
Yeah. Are they like?
No, they don't do that.
I was gonna say I would never expect that in my life.
I don't want to be racist, but I'm pretty sure they don't do that.
No,
and like in her pictures, bro, bountiful,
flowing,
bro. So I get there, I'm like, what the fuck? And then, it wasn't a great date. From there, I walked in and, okay, this is last week we had EK in, and he said, first he was like, oh, I'd never get catfished, I'm too cool, all that bullshit. If this happens to you, are you continuing with the date?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I got to at least. I'm too much of a wimp to be like, hey, what's with all
what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was getting cuffs, obviously.
Did you have sunglasses or something? The movies you just put sunglasses on for the rest of the and be just like
ice it out.
Yeah. You stay there. You're still with.
I should have, man. Oh my god, this is what I did. So you wouldn't have brought the hair up? You wouldn't have?
Oh, I wouldn't have brought the hair up. No,
really?
No. And also, So was it full shaved or was it like pixie cut kind of shenanigans?
I guess it was. It wasn't full shaved.
Okay.
It was, but to me.
It was full
that shit might as well have been full shave with a little like ponytail thing at the end, bro.
It might have been a pleasant surprise for me. I like it some
really?
different shit. Yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily hit the abort button right away, but you'd have to show me the picture after the.
Yeah, wasn't doing it for me that night. I'll tell you right now, wasn't doing it for me.
Did you make her pay for her own ice cream?
I should have just been like.
Hey, we're splitting this, right? You got your own dollar Sunday, right?
I should have just been like, I should have got like a XXX Blizzard and give her one of those little $1 cones, and I take the first lick off that bitch. That's what I should have known. We went through the date. It was pretty ass. It felt like this was like, and this is mean, but she's not gonna hear this, so it doesn't matter. It felt like this was like a third date, like ever or some shit.
A third date.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like, I know people get nervous. Like, obviously it's a date, and it's off Tinder. Like, what the fuck? Unless you're like pulling up and just smashing, like there's gonna be like some awkward shit.
It's a Dairy Queen date. It's pretty clear it's not a.
I mean, for me, I was like, that's the thing. Actually, no. I almost revealed one of my secrets. I'm not doing that.
You're lactose intolerant.
No. It's nothing like that. It's just if I ask a girl on an ice cream date, it means a certain thing, and I was gonna say what that means, but I'm going to.
Come on.
Okay,
Let us in.
I'll say it to you.
Open up the secret book.
I'll say it to you, but I'm cutting this shit out for the
Censoring.
I'm censoring this part.
No one watches this yet,
man. We have a solid 12 viewership, okay? Solid 12, and the 12s are consistent. Okay. So if I take you on an ice cream date, that is my little seed. I'm
Okay.
just planting something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless for me, the date would have to go amazingly well in order for it to be like, basically, it always starts at like an ice cream or stupid little like small date where I always say before the date, I have something after. I'm going to be in and out. So like I have an excuse out. No matter if she's super fine, whatever, I don't care. First date, it's a quick one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then from there, there's like literally, if this was a diagram, it's like, this is Dairy Queen, and then we have like 2 paths.
Yeah.
We can go on, right? One path is we go somewhere nicer.
Like dinner
or some shit. You know, dinner. I'm fucking take you to dinner,
Talking
baby.
about the keg, baby.
You know? Yeah. I got the gift cards, you know? I got
You
gift
know
cards.
Christmas just happened.
I've saved them up.
I got stocking stuffers.
Okay, wait, real quick.
No wine, though.
I'm not the only guy. Yeah, exactly. I'm not the only guy who saves up those gift. When you get a keg gift card, you're saving it for the girl. Jamil. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what it is. Anyway, so that's one option. The second option is now the second time we can do something a little bit more. I don't know, athletic. I don't know what the word is.
Okay,
but like we can go out. Maybe the next one will be drinks or something. And then from that, you know, I'll...
So drinks is the more athletic option?
Well, I mean, drinks lead.
You guys go for that,
like, you know,
the bike ride where you're drinking and driving to the city? Is that the move?
See, this is what it is. The drinks lead to the athleticism, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of like I come from an athlete headspace. So for me, them little drinks, that's like my, you know,
Yeah.
my
Do you wear the warm-up to the drinks?
Yeah, I wear the warm-up, the full jumpsuit. And then when it's time for sex, I just rip it off when I'm naked.
Not gonna lie, they really had us in the first half. But,
and I have my post-game interview after. It's crazy. But yeah, so basically it can go in those 2 ways. And I don't even remember where I went from this, but I went into Dairy Queen. She was talking a whole bunch of shit. Like she started talking about her medical history.
Okay.
I'm like,
well, okay, so here's the...
Yeah, no, it wasn't. She didn't have
Did
anything
you get
criminal.
any of the reasoning behind the
No,
head shit?
yeah, there was no
Because I
criminal.
thought you were about to tell me about some chemo shit, and I was like, yo, this is a savage story.
I know, and this would be like, that would be asshole of me to say. But no, she, as far as I know, the hair was a choice, but I didn't ask about that. She had mono, like a while ago.
Okay.
But she was like talking about that. She talked about like time she got in like a car accident and all this shit. I'm like,
HPV, all that shit. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But like all this shit, I'm like, no, this is the time?
Yeah.
Like this is the time? Anyway.
Sounds like she's looking for a nurse, man. Not
Bro, I failed all of like biology. Like I was like, I'm not helping you. But yeah, I basically left out that bitch. This is one part I don't think I said on last week's podcast. Did I tell you about the shoulder thing?
I don't recall.
No.
You didn't tell me, so...
All right, yeah, here, I'll tell you the shoulder thing. I don't know how much. I might cut some of this down because some of the people have heard it. But basically, the date was ass. I didn't talk that much. She filled up. Oh, did I tell you? I might have told you off camera or off off waves or whatever the fuck podcast shit is.
Off waves,
yeah. You know, whatever the fuck it is. We end the date, and I'm walking out. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God. Because the whole date, I'm looking over my shoulder like, please, nobody I know.
Okay, by the way, did you know people at the Dairy who work at the Dairy Queen? Because you started the story by saying, thank God no one was working there.
Yeah.
Like, did you bring this chick to a Dairy Queen? After hours, you got a key?
There was one dude working there, and I'm not going to lie, I felt like he was judging me just a little bit, you know?
They have you on the CCTV, too, so don't...
Oh, my God. Yeah, he was probably in the back just cracking up, man. Just cracking up. But, date ends. I'm like, thank God, I survived. This lady, I'm done with her. Nothing gonna happen. I walk out. This is my face. This is her face. Like we're facing like this.
Yeah.
We're leaving the establishment like this, right through the doors.
Yeah,
okay?
shoulder to shoulder. Good.
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder.
Good.
Exactly.
Like a military march.
I'm trying to make a point. You know, I'm trying to let's clearly define some things here.
How you describe how your arms were? They were one out, one down.
I had my phone in one hand, and I was like, I wasn't being a dick though. I was pretty good at playing it off like See, I think I said I'll call you. I shouldn't have said that. But, like, I might have said something like that. But I'm walking out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this was bad. But my car's over here. Her car's over there. Like, that's done. I turned and said, turn for, like, goodbye or whatever. I'm like, cool. So I turn a little bit, right? Or whatever, just to say goodbye or whatever. So she turns too, and then she, like, starts, like approaching or some shit. And, like, she slows down her walk. So if you know, as a guy, if you know what's happening... So the thoughts start to go through my brain. I'm like, oh, no. No. This shit's not happening. No. So she goes in a little bit too aggressively.
Too aggressive, okay.
She didn't just like pucker her lips and like straight at me, but she was applying pressure, right? And as this offensive player, I was not prepared for this pressure, right? So my reaction as she's doing this, I go, oh.
You're not supposed to box out your date, man.
I know. I go like this, but then I realize, whoa, that looks too harsh. Why would you do that? So you know what I did?
What? You hit her with the...
I did some like weird shimmy shit. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Were you at least moving backwards with it, getting out, or were you just standing still?
Yeah, it was not that cool, man.
At least you didn't go up for like the football, like quick hands, like blast her off the line or some shit.
Yeah, bro, it was bad. So yeah, I just shimmied my way to my car, and that was it. That was the date, man. So
that sounds like a good. Okay, listen, the Tinder hair situation is a very easy move. Yeah. One line in the bio: I shaved all my hair off.
That's what it is. Easy. And let's get the fuck. Like,
easy situation.
Do I? Let me ask you. Do you think I deserve to be upset? Should I be mad? If I was to be like, what the fuck is up with your hair? Am I the bad guy now?
Yeah, because you're the Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you pull that shit at the keg, mate, you'd be like, hey, I noticed you got a new hairstyle from your profile. That's a good way to do it.
If we went to the keg.
If you hit her up at the keg and go, hey, yo, what's with this dome you got?
What's with this situation?
Yeah.
You got something. If I take you to the keg and you show up with a shaved head and don't give me a heads up about it, I might not continue with that date.
You might just that
might have to be it. I might we need like a flag on the field, like a car. I'm like timeout.
Technical.
The fuck going on? But yeah, man, long fucking winded story is I wanted to bring up now this video that we have, the rudest catfish ever.
Okay.
Just some. On this podcast, we be pulling up random videos. I like my search tendencies on YouTube are so weird that now these type of videos just pop up on my homepage, which is like perfect for what we're doing. So we're just gonna do this. We might dissect a little bit, do what we do, but go ahead and play that for us, Jamil. Blast the speaker.
Oh my God! There's some food. No.
At this moment, pause that for me. No, go back. I need her in frame. That's Sugar Mama right there. That's all you've been waiting for. Now, can you, Duncan, if you could clear something up for my audience? Some of my audiences, good chunk of it is African American Black, but
okay.
For
a good chunk of the 12 people are
6 of them, 6 to 8 of them,
6 to 8,
maybe not
80%, something like that.
Okay. As you, a white man, how do you feel? Can you handle this?
I plead the fifth. What do you want me to say? Yeah, man. Listen. It's not a white man thing. It's just
yeah, but okay. So
I have a rule where if I can't at least compete on a teeter-totter with you, like if I'm just dangling, I don't know if it's a good move. That's the thing is you can be winning most of the exchanges, but there's got to be a back and forth. My feet have got to touch the ground at some point. Otherwise, it's gonna be a tough go. just because, man, you got to I'm not a big person. I'm a small guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just true. You got to figure out a situation there, man.
I don't even. Yeah, Jamil, you can go ahead and play this. I don't even know, man. Why do I feel like her name is Monet or some shit? I just see it.
What's that? So what is the situation here? Is one of these people supposed to be dating this lady?
Yeah, so red lady there, lesbian woman, and she was dating this person. I've seen this video, so I'll break it down.
Okay.
This person was pretending to be 3 different people.
Nice.
And this lady fell for each one of them multiple times. So if you want to look at a sucker, we're looking at a lady in the red right here. Fell for her 3 times. And this is the confrontation. So, yeah, go ahead and play this. Let's see what happens.
Nice to meet you. Neve.
Cammy. It is Ashley. Yeah.
Right. How'd it go getting in? Had you been to LA before?
Never been to LA?
She shook.
I said no. I thought you were just here doing.
Why are they doing this at like a park where bodies are buried and shit?
I don't know. This is definitely a graveyard park.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to make some small talk because
Right.
I'm assuming you're nervous. Anyway, we
Oh, she
figured
pissed.
out that a lot of the profiles Red has been talking to for the past 6 years.
Red is not a
are
pseudonym at all. That's her real name.
That's the legal birth name.
I wear all red and my name is Red.
My name's Red.
No one else is involved.
No.
Okay, so
She's okay.
kinda-
Time out right here. At this point, she seems nice, or not nice, but she seems like you know what she seems like? She seems like those To Catch a Predator shows.
Yeah. This is to catch a predator. For,
It is for catfish.
for
Yeah.
people trying to get laid.
Yeah, exactly. But like
Well, I guess to catch a predator is people who are trying to get laid.
that
too.
one, yeah.
It's
Hey,
just a
hold
bit
on.
more
Let's not
acceptable.
put these two in exactly the same. At least put these side by side characters. Like these are slightly different. But at this point, she seems like, oh fuck, I got found out or whatever. Like, what you gonna do? And like she's quiet, timid, whatever. It does not stay like this. Hit play for me. This shit gets pretty crazy pretty fast here.
Tamar.
Me.
Right, I just want to make sure I know all of it. How many? So are there some that we don't even know about?
Oh yeah. And are you doing this again?
You're like, well, yeah, you dumb fuck.
Of course. Oh my god. I just want to know why. Like why?
Yes, that's what I want to
was
know
the
too.
purpose?
It just started.
Why?
You hopped in my inbox first.
Who? Jaleesa's? Because I don't even know you.
Well, wait. Who? When you say
And I didn't hop in nobody's inbox.
You did though.
As Jaleesa? Was it Jaleesa?
No, you hopped in Chicago's inbox first.
Oh, see? You're not Shekinah.
You skip hopped.
But why?
You did the bunny rabbit and you hopped. You hopped your ass in there.
Really? Don't flip this on me. You added.
You gotta appreciate confidence. You know what I mean?
You are the one who is impersonating other people on the internet. But I'm talking to you.
Oh my god.
I hope I'm never in a situation in my life where I have to say
Yeah.
something. You skibbity skip hop.
If you get into that situation, we're all fucked, bro. We're all fucked. Quick time out, Jamil. Because I finished asking you this question. I was going to ask you this before we even started this video. Do you think you could get caught in that situation?
Man, there's a lot of things. I'm a pretty narcissistic person. I think I have a pretty high opinion of myself. So I like to think that the kind of shit that I wouldn't get falling in on. But I also have things like it can happen to anybody in the wrong situation.
It can happen to anyone. And you know what? You sound like me like last week. They sound just like me. Like it feels like this is like past and present, and I'm here to like warn you about some shit. Yeah, shit can really happen to you, man.
Were there
Shit
any
can really
red
happen to
flags?
you.
I mean, you didn't even, Kate. Man, I don't know if I'm going to give you a full catfish on this one. This one's a little bit different.
Yeah,
the
this
shaved
one's-
head situation.
Yeah.
No red flags to be caught there.
For this one, yeah, no, she's not catching me. I don't give a fuck. I already got caught once, kind of. She's not catching me. Anyway, yeah. Continue this one.
Did you message her first or did she message you first?
I think I hit her with.
So
Why are you
what
looking at me like that,
So what
Jamil?
you're saying is you skibbity bip bop hop.
Oh my god.
So that's on you, my man.
Oh my god.
And you got to pay for that blizzard. That's how it is.
Oh my god. You know what the thing that pissed me off? I didn't finish the blizzard, bro. I lost my appetite. This shit melted. Fuck. Yeah, no. I probably hopped in with I think I hopped in with like one of those don't give a fuck. Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Let this shit. Anyway, Jamil, play this shit, please.
If you keep speaking
Fuck.
to her that way, then you won't get the chance to speak to any of us.
Okay.
Do you have
I
kids?
hear a little side look there.
Are you married?
No.
We just happened to notice on your Facebook page that we found that it says you are married.
I
Actually,
was married.
okay. We're just trying to find
We're
out more
trying
about
to
you.
figure out the truth.
Okay, Eve.
Just tell us who you are so we know like what is real and what
This
isn't.
is me.
How old are you?
24.
24. Okay. And you live in Texas.
Yes, I do.
So if you're 24 now, that means you started these when you were like, when did you first start?
Like 12 years old.
Well, okay,
12
your
years
first Facebook
old.
profile when you were 12.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
What the fuck?
How did you come across
Jaleesa.
Jalisa? Because she's a real person.
Instagram.
Okay. 'Cause she's not really famous.
No,
right.
we're just friends months ago.
You
Got it.
know her personally.
Oh, I think, yeah.
You have met her in person.
No, we know. We follow each other.
Yes.
We know some of the same people.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
If you break it down a little slower, I might be able to understand.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, pause. I don't even want to continue. 3 fucking profiles, and she started at 12.
Well, I mean, I think that's what the age most people start at. Nobody
really?
starts catfishing at like 30.
You got the catfish statistics.
No, sorry, I don't have the catfish statistics.
It's not the deep dive. You're prepared to not get catfished, eh?
I assume it starts as like a way to just fuck around.
I think it's the exact opposite.
Oh, word.
I think it starts at 30. I feel like at some point these like fat 30-year-old dudes realize it's been 30 years and like my record's clean. I have nothing on my record to show for all these trials, tribulations. I'm like, I feel like once you get to 30, and then this is what happens. You get to 30, and there's a minute where you like realize how much time you've watched porn versus actually had sex, and then you just like lose it.
Listen, I think none of us are winning that statistic. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how.
True. Honestly, I shouldn't have brought that shit up in the first place, bro. I don't think about this on a regular basis. This is not what I usually watch.
I don't believe you, but that's
Yeah,
whatever you need to do. No, okay, do you think like, but how do you go, oh, this is going to be my lane. Like, this is how I'm going to get in.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like that's one of those kind of situations where like the game chooses you. Like you're not.
I was born for this.
Yeah, you just like you end up in that life and then you just get caught. Like for her, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. What I was gonna say was too foul. But yeah, you know, I feel like she probably just got probably attention from dudes she maybe wouldn't normally get attention from because she's probably taken from like really no one. This is the thing. No one catfishes as average looking motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
No, I think they got to. I think her explicitly she's got to catfish as an average person.
Really?
Yeah, that's how you
what
get
makes
that.
you think that? I feel like she's taking like bad.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Like, I don't know. Would you? Because the thing is, I get more suspicious when
Yeah.
there's like. You know how you go through even Bumble or Tinder and you're like, oh, this is all fake profiles, like man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And you're more suspicious if something's like, oh, like every photo is perfect.
Do you get this shit pissed me off? Yo, Instagram, you guys need to figure this shit out. I hate getting a message saying Vanessa something else followed you. You check it out, I'm like, oh, you know, like who followed me? And it's like some like, come see me at 24 Cam. Yeah. Like, yo, fuck, that shit sucks, man. Cut that shit out. But speaking of this shit, you actually brought up, and I'm curious. For the people listening at home, what is the app of choice? Tinder, Bumble. What are you going through?
Oh, if I'm doing it,
Hinge
Tinder is my shit. Still,
Tinder's the
if I'm
shit,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a girlfriend right now, so I'm not really hitting it up as much.
There
but
you go.
Tinder was for sure the one. Bumble, I hate, man.
It's brutal.
Everything about it's terrible.
It's brutal. I feel like initially
this podcast is sponsored by Tinder.
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by Tinder. This is a catfish podcast. We're just this podcast was a podcast until I got catfish. Now every episode is just me.
Now it's just a therapy session with guests.
every episode, I'm trying to get through it. I think.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah, go ahead.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. Immediately, the sort of comedian in me started like thinking of the story, like thinking out how I'm gonna say the story. On the inside, I was just like, I mean, I have a streak of very bad Tinder experiences right now. Yeah. I'm not gonna go through them all, but like if we were to like if this was like. And I keep going back to basketball, but if this was like a regular season schedule, you know how you line up it on the calendar and you see the W's and the L's? Like, bro, it'd just be like L's. Like, you know, like just a whole, like it's a red calendar. It's just not looking good. But yeah, I would say Tinder's probably the one most girls are on. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Yeah. And I've heard more about Hinge these days, but man, it's always some new shit. Tinder seems to always be that.
Tinder's the dominant one. What I try and do, and I'm off all this shit now. I promise you. I'm off all that shit now. I'm not doing it anymore. But I find for me, Tinder's the main one.
Yeah.
But let me hop in Bumble and Hinge, these other ones, for like 2 seconds. Let me scoop up the nice ones, and then like I'm on my way. I just want to think. I feel like most people who are going to other apps are having trouble on Tinder, which means they're less attractive profiles, which means quality of the crop goes down, which means put me in this pool. I'm fucking swimming.
I hate to tell you this, but do you think maybe?
No. Don't.
Not a lot lining up here.
No. Yeah. See.
Good thing I got OK Cupid downloaded.
I got OK Cupid, Christian Mingle, all these motherfuckers, bro. You think there's some freaky hoes on Christian Mingle?
Oh no, yeah, of course.
Like on the low.
Oh, of course.
You know what
Not
I mean?
even on the low. I think
Not
that's
even
the
on the
main
low.
purpose.
Yo, if I go to Christian Mingle and I see straight body booty shots. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Can we actually see what's on Christian Mingle? Would it let us see without a profile? Pop up Christian Mingle real quick.
I think it's gonna be a lot of turtlenecks. I don't think you're gonna find what you're going for.
Man, I'm so curious. Do Christian Mingle, yeah. Browse photos. Browse photos. I sound horny as fuck right now. Browse. Let me see it. Show it to me. It's gonna make you. No, okay, that's fine.
Oh, I don't like that name. Clenched something. That's a bad.
Where do you
You
see
can't
that?
have clenched.
No, man. No, man.
Semi-hunky. This is just no good.
I believe in the Lord, but I. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Let me just cut that shit off there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the fucking Tinder catfish part of the show. God damn. There was some shit I did want to ask you. I'm just gonna ask this to guests going forward. I think until the shit's fully resolved. Right now, you're chill. Okay, I'm gonna paint the whole fucking picture for you. All right, you're at home, living room, watching TV, Netflix, whatever. You're with your girlfriend. You're talking shit.
Sure.
You're like, I just did this podcast. This fucking dude got catfish. What a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Just like you usually do, and then get a little knock on the door.
Sure.
Say, hello, Duncan MacQuarrie, however you pronounce the last name. Duncan MacQuarrie. We've enlisted you to join the army.
Are we talking about the draft right now,
We're
baby?
talking about the draft.
Talking about
what
draft
are
games?
you doing? Are you? Yeah, this is draft day. This is put on your hat, walk up in your suit. What? First of all, are you trying to ditch? Are you flying? Like we're not exposing you. This is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
We wouldn't actually leave. But we would. No, of course not.
Man, I've been thinking about this shit a lot recently. I gotta be honest with you, and I think I discovered something new about myself all of a sudden when the door knocks. Yeah, I got some kind of irritable bowel syndrome. I got something.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the move is. I don't think that. I was actually Googling the other day. My search history was like conscription age maximum. And apparently, in the States, it's like they cut off at 25. I was like, yo, I'm set.
Bro.
And then I was bantering with this other chick, and she was like, yo, they're going to come get you. And I was like, no, I'm good. She sent me the link for Canada, like Canadian Encyclopedia.
Oh, you were looking at American?
Fucking 20 to 45. I was like,
fuck, bro. This is the thing I've been looking at. There is the weight class.
Okay.
Like if you're under a certain weight for like your height or whatever, and I'm just looking at these weights and I'm like, yo, if I like really go hard and just like cut off 5 guys.
Listen, I've heard good things about the ketogenic diet.
I'm gonna
exactly. Explore it. Fasting, intermittent fasting.
Just fucking coffees every morning and like.
Okay, what's the cutoff?
Do
you know do you remember what it is?
Fuck, man, I don't remember. I don't even know. I don't even remember what I was searching. Try search up. I don't even know what you would search.
Because I hang out with some skinny dudes. I think I can.
This is the
get
thing,
under, man.
I'm a big dude, so for me, they see me, they're like, put that dude at the front.
Well, they're gonna fuck around. They're gonna make me jump out of a goddamn airplane or some shit. You won't be able to fit through the door.
If they put me through an airplane, bro, would you ever do skydiving?
No, I don't think. Actually, no. Maybe.
Fuck no. You would do skydiving?
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck you.
It's
No
supposed to be
way
pretty
you're doing
safe.
skydiving.
It's kind of the thing of like we were talking about like some shit that you're like, I don't think that would ever happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to see myself as the dude who's just like, eh. And then that's,
you're the
yeah.
Oh, that idiot didn't pull
Because
his fucking...
how do you do a funeral for someone who died in a skydiving accident? Like, how do you act like It wasn't. He was like, yeah, the
That's
Lord
so
shouldn't have
weird
taken
that
him
you
this.
say that, bro.
You gotta be like, yeah, man, we all knew this was coming.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. So you know how the U.S. bombed Iran, killed that general, and then at the general's funeral, like 86 people got stampeded.
Trampled, yeah, stampede, yeah.
Can you see yourself going out that way?
What do you mean?
Just fucking feet, like,
Oh man.
and then that's it.
Just like, bro, you're just taking it and you're dying, but
Oh my God.
step is just taking you out.
I think you'd be like, I think you got a good
Bro.
frame. I think you're gonna make it. You're gonna
The
need to
thing
step on
is-
some
yeah.
babies, but
What,
you're gonna make
after
it.
once I'm out, once they pick my big ass up. Oh my gosh.
How do you think it feels to
get stampeded on?
or to stampede someone? And you're just like, listen,
Can
you
I
gotta
say
do what you gotta
this?
do.
Will this get us banned? I feel like it feels great to stampede.
That is dark. You're like, yo, that's the real human purpose is stampeding people.
Like, I'm just saying me. Like, I don't want to be the guy who gives the finishing blow. I just, like, if I get, like, one quick, you know what I mean? Like, one quick, and I keep going. Hey, that's all I need, man.
Man, so I actually looked up. I was like, yo, 86 people died by being. I looked up the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia article for stampeding is fucking hilarious, dude.
Really?
Oh my God, it's
Yo,
ridiculous.
pull it up, pull
you
it up.
read some of the like historical. Okay, first thing, most people don't even die from feet. They die because they get pushed into a space and they just can't breathe anymore. Like they suffocate standing up. They're just like, and then they go out
damn.
that way. The list, if you scroll down, man, yo, we got the Victoria Hall disaster of 1883. Go a little bit further down, a little bit further down. Victoria Hall disaster where 183 children died rushing to get treats behind a narrow door at the end of a downward staircase. Oh my God! It's just well, you listen, you go in and you read that entry. It's like a 1883. They get like 1,000 children for a variety show. They show them this nice show, and then they're like, "Hey, yo, we've actually got treats, but only for about 20% of you." And they're down through that hallway.
Why did they plan? Like, what are they doing?
What's that? So
Oh
1,000
my
kids are
God.
just like, I want treats, and they all run down this. They just mob this hallway.
Yeah.
The people, like the adults, had set it up. It's like it's a hallway that goes to a staircase. The staircase goes down, and then they've propped the door closed so that only one can get through at a time.
Oh my God.
Thinking this is gonna like lead to orderly
Oh my
behavior,
God.
and 183 people just got crammed.
Oh my God. And like, I just picture like the parents behind the door. Like, it's not a see-through door. They're just listening like, look how many want the
Oh
candy.
my God, dude, so bananas.
Oh,
Shit is wild. If you go through a few of them are fucking 2015 Hajj Stampede, 2,000 people crushed.
Holy fuck.
How do
How do you not like stand on something and
Oh
get
my
the fuck
God,
out
that's
the
right,
way?
man. But so that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't see myself as that dude, but you catch you
man.
twist an ankle or something, and you're
I was
the
at
statistic.
I was at the Raptors parade, and
Yeah.
there was a shooting, and like there was a part of it where like people were getting like kind of run over, whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't in that area or anything like that, but thinking back in that crowd, I'm not getting stampeded. I'm too damn big. Like there's just no way.
Yo,
But-
everybody says, I
No,
think
no.
everybody who gets stampeded wakes up thinking they're not going to get
I'm not
stampeded.
gonna-
that
yeah,
day.
probably. But like, honestly, that day at the parade, super hot.
Yeah.
A lot of people were just fucking passing out for heat stroke because the parade got pushed back like 2 hours because I guess in Toronto they weren't expecting it to be so big, and the route that they had to get to the route,
Yeah.
they had fans pack that area so much that they had to like slow the buses down. So like. Anyway, it got pushed back so much, so people just started falling out. So I'm standing there, I got a hat on, big dude, whatever. I'm with my boy, and we're there, and we're still waiting for parade, and we just see like one, like two. People are just like some people are dropping, other people
From
are just,
heat stroke or from
heat
getting
stroke?
Yeah.
And some people
Oh
just
damn, dude.
shaking. I'm like, what the fuck? And then at this point, they're just like paramedics just walking across, like, who needs it? Who needs it? Like passing out water, and then like just dragging people out, and like bro. So I was like looking at these people, and I'm like, this is God's work. You know what I mean? But those
like-
are the people in a stampede. I'm seeing like you.
That person goes down, and that's meant to be.
You know what I'm saying? It's meant to be. It's process of elimination. I don't want to say that I'm the ultimate life form or anything like that, but I know when it comes to this shit, I'm not going out like that.
I feel like
I'm not going out
if
like
you
that.
get stampeded in like a life-threatening situation, it's
Yeah.
not that bad. Like, and I think fire. As soon as fire starts happening, someone's
Yeah.
getting stampeded.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's fine. Nobody can control themselves in that situation. Or only like really good people. If you get stampeded at a Raptors parade, if you get stampeded at a friggin' variety show
Oh
for
my
treats, man.
gosh.
It's that's
Wait, what is a
maybe-
variety show? Is that like a morning show?
It's like they got like a bunch of cool stuff going on. So maybe there's a ventriloquist, maybe there's a dance,
Oh,
maybe there's
gotcha.
and then at the end of that you get stampeded.
I just think, like, whoever's like announcing that shit, and there goes the kids. Look at all those fat motherfuckers. And then it just turns like dark so quick.
Some of these are pretty fucked up. It's pretty funny, but some of the carnival tragedy of 1823, 110 boys, it's often boys, young boys, died after
Goodness
falling down a flight of
gracious.
steps to get bread. It's like those were kids that were very hungry.
Bro, for just bread.
Yeah.
We're not, there's no seasoning. We don't have jam, nothing. It's just bread. Come on,
If you
what
get
are we
stampeded
doing?
for a loaf, it's like
Oh my
that's.
gosh.
But that's not that kid's fault. The kid's got it.
Yeah.
The treats one. Listen, carnival tragedy, way worse than the Victoria Hall one. If it's bread, at least you think that it's like for sustenance. If it's treats,
Yeah,
it's like, yo,
yeah. Treats is just like you just let, I don't know, man. Like you just let these little fat kids lose their minds. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. And we're 100% not condoning death by stampede. If you know someone who's been affected by stampedes, I'm
Listen, man, 2017, 2020, not a lot of North American stampedes.
Bro,
Interesting.
for real though. Out of the 12 followers, if anyone has someone connected to stampedes, they just turned off this video right away, bro. Fuck. Oh, we should have said that shit.
I don't think that there's that many stampede survivors in this. Have you ever been to like a punk rock show or something with like a wild mosh pit? I guess a rap show.
Not a punk rock show. I've been
Yeah.
to some crazy rap shows.
Yeah.
though.
Have you ever been like boxed
I
up like
haven't,
that?
because I don't like. No, usually when it comes to the shows, I like to stay at the back. I don't need to be too up front. A couple of singers I've been to where I
Yeah.
know it's like a
And
more
you're
of a
like, I
mellow
gotta
vibe.
get up.
I'll get up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marsh Pit, it seems lit, but like.
Well, so here's what I was gonna say. You were saying like
Yeah.
it might feel good to stampede people.
There's
There's a couple mosh pits I've been in where I'm like, I feel alive right now. Like it makes you feel like you're like this is
like
you,
quick,
yeah. You got to get the
yeah.
elbows up and stuff. I
So-
was at a Run the Jewels show at Blues Fest.
Yeah.
Shit was just like you just felt like you were part of a wave. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't actually move yourself.
Yeah.
You were just part, and it kind of feels cool.
Yeah, that
until
sounds kinda
somebody
lit.
goes down.
Bro, Travis Scott, 2016, he had
Yeah.
a concert in Ottawa.
Oh, and you went?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
craziest mosh pit. Yo, people were having seizures, bro. He literally, He literally stopped in the middle of the concert, like, yo, get a bed.
I think that happens a lot at Travis
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
He's
I
like
was
has
just like-
historically.
Did you see the his documentary?
I started watching it. It was pretty sick.
It's
I
a
didn't-
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
documentary. We talked about it a couple times, I think, on the podcast. A couple guests brought. I know Lance Lorenzo brought it up. I think.
Oh, did he?
I was just editing that podcast. That's why I
okay,
remember.
okay.
But all right. Welcome back. We're here to wrap up the podcast today. And my guest just alluded to me off air that he has a couple grievances that he wants to say. And I'm gonna let him air them out. Jamil, you want to hit the computer one time? But I'll also
One
say,
time.
as soon as you say it, just know I'm mentally preparing a list and I'm rebuking everything you say. So as soon
Listen.
as you talk, it's already rebuked. But go
Listen,
ahead.
that's okay. I didn't prepare a lot for this podcast.
True.
I didn't know exactly what to expect.
Join the club.
I decided to watch one episode, and I didn't like that you guys were talking shit about my man Shia LaBeouf.
And here's the thing I'll say about that. Number one, we didn't have a guest. That was Brad's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one where he
we
was
watched
like the
him
guest.
freestyle and stuff.
Yeah. This is what I'll say.
Yeah,
I was the one who brought up Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was going to be a big hit in the room. And then that's not exactly what happened.
not a lot of Even Stevens fans in your demographic.
I was like, bro, even Stevens was crazy. Like, I don't think you can hate Transformers. He's great. But Jamil, wait, how were you feeling about Shia LaBeouf? You didn't even know who he was, right?
No. I
You
knew
him.
who he was.
It was Brad who didn't really know who he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
That almost pissed me off. Just the fact that he didn't know who he was kind of pissed me off a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. But
Listen, you can't even talk shit about his rapping.
His
You heard-
rapping-
You heard my man's verse on the whole soundtrack.
no.
Oh, yo, they got a
No.
posse cut.
What the fuck?
Oh my god,
I
dude,
have
the
to hear this shit now.
Holes. Have you ever heard of the movie Holes?
I've heard of it,
Yeah.
but I've
I've never seen Holes.
I haven't seen this shit.
Okay, yo, that
no,
shit's
this is
sick.
why. This is why. Don't even, nigga, shut the fuck up.
a
Don't give me that
classic.
shit.
That's a classic.
This is, yeah, I've heard it's a classic, but I like so you can just leave it off now because I forgot my password and all that shit, so there's no worries. I so strongly hated that book. The teacher.
Boy. Listen, we can't get along.
The book is trash, bro. The book is trash. I'll give you this. Didn't finish it. So maybe second half gets good.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, they really had us in the first half.
The teacher, like, bro, I swear the teacher was like on my ass for this book. I hated it. I'm like, I'm not watching a movie. I don't give a fuck who's in it. At that point, that was at the point when you're still young, and actors aren't actors. There's even Stevens, and it's like, no, those are two real siblings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, there's no actors, you know what I mean?
Not trying to see him as Stanley Yelnats.
Exactly. No.
I feel you.
So that was my thing about it, but I guess Holes is something I gotta check out now.
You gotta check it out. Well, I mean, you don't gotta check it out. It's a children's movie, but it's fucking sick. Shia LaBeouf, pretty killer in the film, and at the end, if you listen to the credits, I'm pretty sure it's during the credits, they have a posse cut rap track.
Oh, really?
With all the kids from the camp,
and he's going crazy.
He goes off there. No.
Okay, so we're now from you.
I wouldn't say he's going crazy.
Well, okay. But in the more recent years, and Shia LaBeouf has done his more recent actions.
His cuckoo
have
shit,
you? Have you been defending him, or you just kind of like just not said anything?
Yeah, man, I'm joking around with the whole Shia.
Okay,
I'm not Shia LaBeouf's biggest fan. But I'm a fan. I am a fan of Shia LaBeouf.
Same.
It's the only shit I've got problems with is the like stealing people's.
Yeah.
That's not the best.
Yeah.
But
not
the
a super
Sia
great
music
look.
video was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I haven't heard good things about Fury, but I mean, do your thing.
I like Fury.
Yeah, you seen that one meme video of Shia LaBeouf?
Probably not.
Oh my god.
Wait, the one, the Let's Do It.
So well, that one's amazing, but
that one's like
I'm gonna have to send you to it later, and you might have to
Okay.
open your next episode looking at it.
Okay,
But it's
crazy shit.
it's dope as shit. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, we are fucking flying past time. So I'm just thinking to myself how much I gotta edit right now. I'm like, fuck this, end this shit right now. So yeah, man, appreciate you for coming on. If there's anything you want to say, if you want to plug your Instagram or whatever, you can go and just say.
My Instagram is garbage, so I'm not gonna plug it.
At
but
garbage?
Support Ottawa local comedy is what
Real
I
shit. Come through
legally have to
the
say.
shows. Yeah, honestly, that's some good shit. Honestly, just come out to the shows. Yeah, not everyone's great. There's some really good young talent.
In fact,
out there.
most are terrible.
Most are really bad. But honestly, it's interesting to see. Some people can really roll with the punches.
Oh, yeah,
though.
no doubt.
And even when they're asked, they're like, so like that's something to see. Yeah, that's basically all we'll say on that. So yeah. Follow Ottawa Comedy. Real quick, some shit I got to plug on the podcast before we go. Follow at throwthelob on Instagram, as well as the YouTube page for the videos. Like I said, always, audio comes out one day on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, and Google Play, and then the video comes out the following day. We will have clips coming out soon, probably before this even comes out. They'll already be out on our Instagram. That's all I'm going to say for now. I don't want to keep promising shit because I always do. Yeah. And follow the Instagram because we're going to have polls and shit. Oh, and then... No, actually, I'm not going to say that shit either yet. So, yeah, I guess I'll just fucking end it there then. Thanks for watching Throw the Lob.